I feel like I got a burp, but I can't yet.
Too much.
Okay.
Shut up! You don't think Ryan is famous?
Cousin Ryan.
You gotta...
Hey, what's up, YouTube friends and family? It's Cousin Ryan.
John.
John, what do we have here?
This is beer. In case you didn't know.
I was totally unaware of what was going on.
This is a small can of beer called Numb and Number.
Oh, a play on Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber, which should be perfect for us. This should be the first ever
That's
episode.
right.
Should have been our pilot.
So, are you a fan of Dumb and Dumber?
Describe fan.
Do you like it? Would you rewatch it? Of Jim Carrey's movies, is that on your top 5 list?
No.
Oh,
No. It's
all right.
probably like 8th.
Okay, so it's in the top 10.
Yeah.
You know, it came out at a time when I was just entering junior high school, and it was one of the first movies that I and Ben Lyons went to see without parental supervision. So there's that memory. It is dumb, though.
It is dumb.
It's pretty funny.
There's a lot of funny in there. It was almost too much for me a lot of the time. Yeah.
I'm just thinking back to that era of Jim Carrey when he could almost do no wrong.
Yeah.
When he was just, I mean, you're talking, and they all came out in like rapid succession. Like the biggest was Ace Ventura. I mean, the first. Mm-hmm. But then I think this came out, and then The Mask.
Yeah.
And then you had Jim Carrey as the Riddler. Like, he was just one after another, just like...
Yeah, but I mean...
Let me ask you this. I mean, we're totally getting off topic here. It should be about the beer. Favorite Jim Carrey movie?
Hard to pick a favorite. I would say... I think my favorite Jim Carrey movie is Yes Man.
Really?
But it's a tight grouping at the top, right?
Wow.
The Mask is up there. Yeah. Liar Liar is up there.
Oh, Liar Liar.
Ace Ventura
and
is in that tier. I'm trying to think what else.
You know who sneaks into Liar Liar that nobody talks about? Cary Elwes.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
He plays the other man with his ex-wife.
You're right. Mara Tierney.
Oh, dude, I'm kind of a big fan of her.
To
be honest with you, like, yeah, for sure.
Mara Tierney.
And she's not in a whole lot.
No.
Sadly.
Yeah.
No, she was cute.
But I think she did like ER or something.
Oh,
TV show.
Okay.
So she was in a long-running TV show.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You know, okay, so since we're talking about Liar Liar, this is pretty good, by the way.
Okay.
Let's talk about it, and then we'll get into the...
Yeah, it's like a juicy's a good... Wow. It's got a really interesting aftertaste. This is good. It's a hazy IPA. It's got a lot of flavor. Really kind of like makes your mouth go, wow. A little tropical-ish. It's good.
8.2.
Yeah.
So, did you read this right here? I want to get back to Liar Liar, but
no, read that.
So I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a little top hat on top of the can there that's like a split orange and light blue reference to Dumb and Dumber when they dressed up in those really crappy like prom
ridiculous
tuxedos.
ruffled tuxedos.
So just when you think it couldn't possibly be any number, we go and do something like this. Excuse me, and totally redeem ourselves. Numb and Number is bursting with the same tropical juiciness. You said juiciness.
Wow,
man. It's almost like you read this.
I didn't.
Of the original. Wait, the original what? But an even richer vibe that causes beautiful people to flock instinctively like salmon of the Capistrano. Even if you've got no food, got no job, and your pets' heads are falling off, you've got Numb and Number. So make like you're in Austria, throw another shrimp on the Barbie, and crack open another one. Make Lloyd and Harry proud. Oh, look. Frost. That's awesome.
That's pretty fun.
And who did we say? Fall River Brewing. Does it say where? Did you say where
I
Fall
didn't.
River came from?
No, I didn't.
Redding.
Yeah.
Redding, California. All right. Cool. I do like this can.
No, the can's amazing. I've seen it a bunch of times, and I think about it every time. And so I'm glad we're getting a chance to taste it. It's really good.
It is. But 8.2, that's going to sneak up on you pretty quick.
Yes. So, wow. Enjoy one.
Yeah.
And then move on to something lighter.
Liar, liar, though.
Here's an idea. Numb and Number 2 should be a hazy pale ale.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait, is this the prequel or the sequel?
I don't know.
Oh. Because there was when Harry Met Lloyd, it was like a prequel with different actors and
Well,
stuff.
isn't there, there's another one
But
now
there
that's
is
coming
another
up
one.
that's going to be
No,
Numb.
it's already out.
Is it done?
Wait. Is there a third?
Yeah.
No.
I think.
What?
I don't know. I can't keep track of these things.
No, there was a... Okay, so it went this one. Then there was a prequel.
Dumb and Dumber 2.
No.
Really?
It was... Shoot, now I can't remember what it was called, but it was a prequel with different actors.
Oh.
It came out around 2004-ish, I think.
Do not recall.
And then they did a proper sequel with
Dumb and
Jim
Dumberer.
Carrey. Yeah, and why am I? All I can think of is Jeff Bridges. That's not Jeff
Lloyd.
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels.
There you go. That's right, isn't it?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Jim Carrey's in it. That's all that matters. It was a proper sequel.
Yeah.
And it was good. It wasn't terrible. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to recapture. Dude, anytime you do a sequel to a comedy, it's rough because the joke's been told.
Well,
You
and
know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to
And sometimes, like...
capture the chemistry.
Yeah. And the formula is let's just go way over the top with the humor, and it just doesn't work. But...
So I think there is a third in the same, but I could be wrong.
I'm going to look that up when we're done here.
All right.
But we were talking favorite Jim Carrey movies. I think... Oh, that's tough, man.
So here's
Because
my my yes man.
Okay.
My argument for yes man. First of all, it's a fantastically crazy, wonderful philosophy for life. Right? Say yes to everything. When your friend says, let's go drink beer, you say yes.
Finish that can.
Yes. Right? So it's pretty amazing if you think about that. So it's really got kind of a cosmic energy of its own, right? Zooey Deschanel's in it.
Oh,
She's
all right.
adorable in that movie. Adorable.
She's pretty adorable in just about everything.
Exactly.
But,
So
yeah.
she's adorable in that movie, right? So that's also quite the thing. And yeah, I don't know. It's just like Jim Carrey's at his.
Jim Carrey. Oh,
I hate to say peak comedic faculty, but he is. Like, he's just so good. And I really appreciate him also in his current state where he's like, I've been through that. Like, I'm past that now, right? And like, he's a fantastic artist. And
yeah. I recommend watching, if you haven't already, you know how much I love comedians in cars getting coffee
Oh, yeah.
with Seinfeld.
Yeah.
The Jim Carrey episode.
I think
'cause
I've
they
seen
go
that
to his
one.
art studio.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I have
cool.
seen that.
Jim Carrey's an interesting guy.
He
for
is.
Sure,
He's
but
really interesting. And everybody wants him to be
Jim
Ace
Carrey?
Ventura, Ace
Yeah.
Ventura, or, you know, like,
Yeah.
they just want him to be that slapsticky, super funny,
goofy.
and he's like, I'm a guy, like, I'm an actor.
Just Jim
It's-
Carrey, yeah.
You know, so
So-
pretty interesting.
Couple things about Jim Carrey. The first time we ever saw him was in Living Color.
Uh-huh.
My sister and I would watch that together when I was growing up, and there was a bit. I feel like I've told this story on our channel here before. There was a bit on A Living Color called Flatulence, and it was an anal suppository that would make you, like, fart nice smelling things. Like, you know, he's driving along in his car, and his buddy's like, "Oh, Dave, did you buy a new car? Is this a new car?" "No, I just had a couple chili dogs at the game." And my sister and I died laughing at that. So the first time we were at the mall and saw a poster in the kiosk, the light-up kiosk for Ace Ventura, we're like, "Oh my gosh, there's Dave from Flatulence." We didn't even know his name was Jim Carrey at that point, but that was our first, like,
That's beautiful.
you know. But solely a Jim Carrey movie, I love Liar Liar. I can rewatch that a lot. However, it's almost like he's not lying. I mean, he could just not say anything. It's almost like he has to just say, There's that, but I think my all-time favorite strictly Jim Carrey movie. Now I'm hold for suspense. I love Batman Forever. I think it was a time and place in pop culture.
Yeah.
We were coming off of Michael Keaton, which I would have loved to have seen a third Batman movie with Tim Burton and Michael Keaton, because there was talks of Robin Williams as the Riddler, and possibly Mickey Dolenz. Did you ever hear that rumor?
No.
You know, from the Monkees, that they were looking at him to play the Riddler.
Interesting.
And Billy D. Williams coming back as Two-Face.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this will top me off there since we're getting in on this movie talk. But, you know, that wasn't necessarily meant to be a Jim Carrey movie. It was
right. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Val Kilmer. If you guys haven't watched, gosh, we're so deep into this. I bet nobody's watching by now. But if you haven't watched the documentary Val on Amazon Prime, have you seen it? Oh, it's amazing.
I haven't watched it. I really want to, but I'm so I'm so conflicted because I love him so much.
No,
in his younger days, and
he talks about that struggle about going to these conventions and hawking who he used to be, and you know, it's great. You should watch it.
I know it's on the list.
He talks about doing Batman Forever and how he didn't come back because he literally just had to show up and wear the Batman costume. Yeah. He wasn't given the freedom to act, become a character. Like, it was more about Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones. Okay, that's enough suspense. My all-time favorite Jim Carrey movie is The Mask.
Mm.
I love The Mask. Like,
The Mask is up there, but
my
Bruce Almighty.
Oh, dude, you know what?
Earlier
in this video, and I went, oh, I was thinking Bruce Almighty.
However, with Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman as God. If God is anybody on this planet, I want him to be Morgan Freeman.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It is.
I almost give credit to that movie. I give the credit to Morgan Freeman just as much as I do Jim Carrey.
For sure, but...
Because Evan Almighty with Steve Carell, as much as I love Steve Carell, it just didn't have the same weight.
Yeah.
So, I guess you got to give a little credit. Well, and Jennifer Aniston was in that also. But, yeah, Bruce Almighty was amazing. Go ahead. I was just going to say The Mask, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that was at the absolute peak, I think, of Jim Carrey's career. Tie into Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
The firehouse.
Really?
When they shafted him with his car, when his car broke down?
Yeah.
The garage was filmed in the firehouse at Skid Row in L.A., the same firehouse that all the interior shots were filmed for Ghostbusters. Yeah. Like, if you look, you go, oh, that's Ghostbuster headquarters.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you even see the exterior a little bit, too, which is really cool.
The exterior of the L.A. one.
Yes,
okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. No, Jim Carrey, I mean, he was such a talented guy. I mean, we're so lucky to have had all of the super humor comedic roles that he's portrayed. Yeah. And then his dramatic stuff's been really good, too.
I'm trying to pull, like, a deep cut out of... What was Kick-Ass? He played...
Huh. I still have not watched that.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
He's got, like, a little bit of a... Now I'm starting to, like... I'm not going to be able to, like, completely describe this like I should if I'm going to bring it up in the video. But he's got a small role in it. I don't want to spoil anything. But it was like, okay, he can still do Jim Carrey things.
Nice. I've got it. I just haven't watched it.
No, it's worth the watch. Kick-Ass 2 was good too.
Can you imagine one of those movies that you'd love to see that's on DVD sitting in your collection?
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny? I remember when you would have DVDs that you hadn't watched, and I'm like, how can you do that? Because at that point, I was watching everything I bought. But now, as time goes on, the stack of things, plus with streaming and everything else, it's like everything's building of... I keep catching heat from everybody about watching Yellowstone. I haven't watched Yellowstone yet. as of this
yeah.
filming.
Yeah.
Everybody says Yellowstone's amazing, and it sounds amazing, and
Yeah,
I
it's
want to
very
watch
good.
it. You've watched it?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's very good. Yeah, and that's why I can't watch the DVDs that I have.
Because you're
I
watching
watch
other
stuff
stuff
like
yeah.
that.
Well, and I'm really susceptible to going back to what like makes me feel good. I've been on a Bill and Ted kick.
Oh yeah.
I've seen those movies a million times,
yeah.
but I keep going back. 'Cause
You want to know what I watched this week?
Yes. I was trying to guess, but
I don't know if it's my favorite movie ever,
Oh.
but it's the movie I've seen the most ever. I think. I think I saw it 6 times in the theater.
What?
And I've seen it 3 times streaming. Maverick.
Oh. So, full disclosure, I've watched it twice in the last week. You know what?
I don't know what it is. I don't know
Unapologetic,
what it
man.
is.
I love every bit of that movie.
And I'm not like a Tom Cruise. Oh my god, I gotta see it.
No.
It's just something about that
There
movie.
It hits all the notes.
It tickles all the funny spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really, like, everything about that. And I think, too, the fact, like, PJ and I talk about this, when he says, when, oh shoot, now his name escapes me. Is it Ed Harris?
Yeah.
Says, you're a dying breed or whatever.
Yeah.
So, maybe so. Not today.
Yeah.
I love that, man. That's the best, dude. Like, we're getting to a point in life where we're like aging out of that hero zone, and to
today.
hear him say "not today," I'm like, absolutely, man, absolutely.
And super props, not to make this about Top Gun, but super props to Jennifer Connelly.
Mm-hmm. She is the third attractive
Penny
Hollywood.
Benjamin.
Yeah, we've mentioned in this
Yes,
video. Yep,
she's got.
absolutely.
There's no reason not to keep coming back to that one.
And I feel bad. I can't pull her name out of my you-know-what right now. But the actress that plays Phoenix,
Yeah,
she's pretty special, too.
she's she
You know.
gets it done. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Dumb and Dumber, Drink the Beer, Numb and Number. Thank you. Who made this? Is from Fresno or no Reading, right?
It's Reading.
Reading,
Yeah,
and it's called
we handled Fresno a while back.
Fall River. I'm
River.
stuck with my F words. So
All right.
good beer, good times, good movies. Put all of those things together, and you got a great evening.
Man, you really pulled this together. I got nothing else other than drink responsibly
I'm out.
and be excellent to each other.
You know, say it's cousin Ryan on the Hollywood Boulevard. You know, say he bigger than any superstar. All of us spit you some real dope bar. Some them sweeter than any chocolate bar. Boom! Hey.